Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Joburg 2014 is here, and it's all about lights, camera, action, and fashion-forward designs. It is South Africa's foremost fashion event, showcasing autumn-winter collections by 34 designers and 10 menswear designs this year. Join me, Avashni Vandia, as we experience it all. Introducing to you one of the interns with very interesting designs, Eighth Wonder by Mbfwjoburg. Hi, welcome to ANN 7.
Thank you for having us and thank you for covering our show. Thank you.
We wouldn't miss it for the world. Tell me about the inspiration behind Eighth Wonder.
It was women, African women, making it in the art world internationally. Like you'll find a beautiful woman from Ghana being a curator in London or being working in New York, some fancy job, and she'd be wearing a Chanel suit, but she'd be wearing her beads from back home. So that was my inspiration. It was the Afropolitans. They've, they've moved away from home and they've been able to jump all the hurdles and get to where they want to be, especially in the art world, fashion, music, artists, all types of artists, because it's very difficult as a woman to move away from what you are meant to be doing, being a mother and being in the house and just making food. So yeah, this was my inspiration, strong warriors.
We absolutely loved your collection. Tell us more about the inspiration behind it.
Okay, thanks so much. My collection was actually called Aerial Views, as in a view from the top, and the different dimensions and elements that you see when you look at things at a different angle.
So would you say that in your daily life as well, you have to be very aware of everything around you because it really does inspire you?
Definitely, I think you can't decide that you're going to work on something. It can come from anywhere, from the weather to architecture or anything like that, especially with design.
The inspiration behind my collection was gradualism. I was basically looking at gradual lines and gradual shapes. So I decided to just look at the word gradualism and interpret it in my own way. So I did these very structures that reflect gradualism. I used flounces that start from like being gigantic and then they evolve into like these very sinuous small flounces. And I also did square-edged gradual lines. It was just basically me interpreting the word gradualism and doing it in my own way. So I incorporated a lot of styling details like I mentioned to you, flounces, which were quite very sinuous in form. And I also used pleats and I also used borders to just reflect that whole gradualism concept.
Menswear is really dominating the fashion industry, and a menswear designer specializing in menswear specifically, one of the interns under David Lale is Duke, and he's going to tell us a bit more about his very interesting collection. Hi Duke, welcome to ANN7.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the inspiration behind your designs.
The inspiration basically came from a challenge which was given to us by David Lale. He gave us 3 words, which was fashion, arts, and design. Out of those 3 words, you had to come up with your own inspiration. Mine was reflections. Through my collection, I'm reflecting structures, shapes, and flowy, things like that, and then represented in the garment.
David, tell us about the concept of the intern. How was that born?
The concept actually started out in 2012, and then we gave birth to it in 2013, partnering with the provincial government in KZN. And the reason why, people ask why the intern, I'm like, it's because I'm a product of winning a competition, and I've seen competitions come and go, and designers just fade away, and no mentorship, nothing. So I wanted something that is going to help designers win and be mentored for a period of a year, and then also then launch them into a national platform.
Also showcasing their collection was a fashion-forward family. Shanna is a label that really is a family affair, and to tell us more about that, we're going to chat to the people involved. Hi guys, welcome to ANN7. Hi. Okay, so Shanna, this is your mom and this is your boyfriend, and you really all are involved in the label and making it work. Tell us about this partnership.
Okay, well, my mum first started in 2006 with the label Stefania Moreland, and then about 5 years later, I started at Kanye Moreland, and we've been working together for 5 years now. And then with Robbie, my boyfriend and business partner, we started the Shana label in 2011.
Now let's talk about the collection that we'll be showcasing at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Joburg. What can be expected?
The collection sort of got a medieval theme to it. But we've brought it into a more contemporary way. So there's just bits of details you notice. There's lots of quite hectic embellishments. So it looks like armor. I love prints, so you'll always see lots of prints in my collections. And yeah, I like making fabric interesting by applying some sort of design or some sort of pattern onto it.
Getting models ready is really important for any fashion show. And to makeup, well, we all know that's an exceptionally important part. And chatting to us now is senior artist of MAC, Michelle Lee Collins, and she's going to take us through this process a bit. Hi Michelle, tell us exactly all the preparation that goes on before Fashion Week. It must be quite a rigorous process. Take us through it a bit.
Okay, so the process really starts weeks in advance, where we start the discussions with the designers around what the mood is, the inspiration. Then the week before, that's when it all kind of culminates. We meet for what we call the designer meetings, hair, makeup, the designer. We sit together and we look at the garments, we discuss it, we feel the textures, and essentially we put all of that together, bring the face back into the room, and ascertain whether the mood of the collection has been captured.
Let's talk about the look we have for our current model sitting on the chair right now. Is this for one of David Tlale's looks?
Yes. So the makeup that we're seeing here is for David Tlale's interns. I believe he calls it the interns. And this look, because it's a group show, there are 4 interns that that are going to be showcasing. So we wanted to reference a couple of trends that we've been seeing. We obviously spent a couple of hours discussing and getting a feel for the individual designers. But then there were threads that came through. So we wanted to speak to a kind of glass-like perspective finish, if I could call it that, something that reflects light. So we captured the mood of the light reflection on the eye. So very monochromatic, but all about the shine. This product is incredible. It really does give you that effect of a glass lid, but it stays put.
Attendees enjoyed the shows and mingled with friends and fellow fashionistas. One of the models who's also getting to enjoy some of the collections and the showcases is Herman. Herman, what did you think of the David Tlale intern show?
This is my honest opinion. I think there were some pieces that I liked, but for the guys, I think they went for more of an abstract art kind of feel. So it's not like you're ready to wear kind of stuff. So from an artistic point of view, I could capture the color, because it's winter, autumn. Yeah, they chose the right colors. So your greenish, brownish colors. Yeah, and in terms of the design, overall, I'd give them, and this is the men's collection, right? I'd give them about 6.
The garments were incredible. They were incredible. The first 2 collections were my favorite. The craftsmanship, the quality, the detail was just insane. The fabrics, the colors, the tones, the designs, the architecture, I can go on and on. It was just an incredible show and very, very heartwarming to see big brands like Mercedes, David Tlale rooting for the ordinary people and giving them a platform like this. It's just incredible and amazing.
It's very difficult to forget her from Generations, acting as, well, not one, but 2 people. Of course, I'm talking about Standiwe, actress and producer. Hi, and welcome to ANN7.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Karen.
You're looking absolutely stunning, of course. Talk to us about your style.
Okay, cool. My style, I like to call it eclectic, because it's just always a mixture of however I feel. I'm wearing my New Balance sneakers, I'm wearing my Trinary dress, and my vintage cape. I'm just about that, about whatever is comfortable and just mixing it up.
Now,
and my Kushke accessories. Catherine, Cape Town.
Now, of course, we're at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Joburg 2014. How are you enjoying the event?
I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. I used to have a label and called Poetry Museum. I'm in the process of trying to raise that baby again and just So my reason for being here is more at looking at what's out there, which designers are doing what, and possibly having the conversation and really working with some and doing a lot of collaboration.
And that's what you call mixing business and pleasure. So talking about pleasure, let's talk about some of the showcases here. What were your favorites?
My favorite from especially the intern that I just saw now is Nwanda Ngcobo, because I followed her since she was with Stone Cherry like years back, literally, and she has not just stayed where she was. She has grown. Her precision is just amazing. Her finishes are amazing. The artistry in terms of what she does, like those capes are like art, and that's what I've loved. I love Nwanda Ngcobo.
Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Joburg 2014 showcased some fashion-forward designs by amazing, talented designers. Right now, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy some of the collections being showcased. Thanks for joining me. I'm Avashni Bandya for ANN7.